You ever make a big purchase, something bigger than you normally make, and then you regret it? That's called buyer's remorse. Let's get into the clips.
His grandpa bought a Kia Telluride 4 months ago. It's just too much car, doesn't love it. He's super flipped right now. Payoff's about 48, car's worth about 30. He wanted to see if we could make something happen. He's like, man, I'm not really particular about the car. If you can just make something work for him, that would be great. It's about $700 a month. The grandson sounds like he watched a lot of our stuff and he has a pretty decent grasp on everything. He knows the payment's gonna go up. He's hoping he can justify like $1,000 payment to his grandpa.
Into what kind of vehicle though?
EQB. I already told him this is going to be the car that probably has the most.
He's going from a $48,000 Kia to a $70,000 Mercedes, because that makes sense.
Most rebates in our inventory right now. It's not going to be a loaner. We don't have any loaners right now that are available for sale. This is going to get you the most rebates and incentives and bury most of that negative that we can.
My only concern with the EQB is that with the negative that he has, I don't think that we're going to be where he needs to be. The only thing that really makes any sense to me is one of our older GLB demos.
What's also really crazy is he bought a brand new Kia for $48K and he had it for a couple of months and now it's worth $30,000. I mean, buying a new car, it's not justified. The value's not there. I mean, do you agree with me? Put it in the comments. Tell me what you think about that. Anyhow, these clips are about to get nuts. Let's get into the next one.
Tell me what's going on and how maybe I can help.
The reason we were trying to get a Tesla there is financially we need a better financial car. Because right now we have a Honda Pilot, which we're spending about $200 in gas, and our payment's like $640. So we were looking to get something cheaper, and we really like Tesla. So we went over there to get that. Unfortunately, I didn't realize insurance is a whole lot more expensive for Teslas, and to get the charger on the house is going to be like $5,000.
When you say the charger's $5,000, tell me more about that.
Actually, the other thing too is if you're ever going to buy a new car or a used car or whatever, before you actually hand over that paper, that money, that cash, before you hand it over, check how much insurance rates are going to be. That's a good idea.
We only have a 100 amp panel on it. It needs to be upgraded to 200. My brother is an electrician, and I was asking him about it, and that alone is going to be about $3,000.
Okay, so there's a really inexpensive alternative that will work well for you. You can go to a 220 dryer plug, and it'll get you to about an 80% charge overnight.
I don't really have 220 near my garage. Like my panel's in the back of my house with my washer and dryer.
What I'm trying to figure out is you came in here a couple of times, so you thought about the Tesla for a while, and we're all adults, and you did some research.
Look, Teslas are pretty cool cars, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't buy one, at least not now. I'm not going to say I'd never buy one. But the convenience isn't there, especially if you don't live in an area with all those charging stations. I don't even think they're free anymore. Like, I don't know. I'd rather just keep my gas. I keep my Toyota Tacoma instead. Cool with that. Let's keep it going, guys.
I think so I bought a lot of cars.
Yeah.
I've never bought a car at 939.
I understand. I understand completely.
They showed us good numbers. I do like, I'm very appreciative for what y'all gave us for trade-in. That's kind of why I hate to do this, but after I crunched the numbers when I got home, because I didn't do it because it was 9:30 at night, our insurance is going to go up way higher. The gas is not going to save any money.
So there's someone that just got hyped up, got all excited. This is clear buyer's remorse here, and they didn't know what they were getting into. Look at that. Didn't look at the insurance prices, didn't realize the gas was going to cost more, less fuel efficient. What else is he going to say?
At all. It's actually probably going to cost more.
Yeah.
I just don't think we can afford the car.
Okay.
I know that y'all don't have any legal obligation to receive the car back. I do understand that.
Yeah, so...
we bought it, though, 9:30 at night, and I was here at 7:15 this morning.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And I live across town. We drove it here, home, there, to church in Lumberton, home, and here.
Yeah.
So that's the only places it's been.
I mean, dude, the problem is not only did you sign the paper and you made the deal, now it's a used car. So now the dealer's got to take an L. They got to take a loss on it because you changed your mind and didn't think things through, huh?
It's so the biggest two things. First, I want to tell you, hey, I apologize for any kind of uneasiness this has caused you. You know, last thing we want is you to have a bad experience, right? The biggest thing is most of our banks fund electronically, so they fund instantly. So the bank owned the car the second like you drove out of here, because our finance team is designed to upload everything electronically to the banks. They send payoff electronically now. So there's a lot more wheels in turn than just, hey, here's the keys back.
He's
right?
basically saying the deal's kind of done. It's a done deal.
So I got to get a hold of the bank and
I was just hoping, I know they open at 9. I was hoping that maybe we could talk to them and they could just cancel the sales contract.
Well,
So
traditional banks open at 9, but their indirect departments are a lot different. They work Sundays. They do all kinds of stuff. As I said, everything's electronic nowadays.
This guy's also fixated on like this time frame of like, I came the other night at 9, now I'm here at 7, now about 9 when they open. Like, dude, you signed a contract and an agreement, and this guy, the car dealer guy, he is being real gentle with him, but I don't think it's gonna work out like in a way he's gonna get a refund. Let's see how this is gonna finish up.
But let me figure out what we can do, and I'll give you those options. Okay?
Okay. Well, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no worries. Just have a seat out there real quick.
Basically, the options he's going to give him is he still might give him some other kind of deal, but they're definitely going to get rid of some other car that they don't want. The thing I would fear if I was the car dealer with this guy's indecisiveness is, what if he does it again, man? He's got some heavy buyer's remorse, right? All right, let's get into some bigger buyer's remorse stories.
We had a young kid that loved a car, bought it, drove home to another state, called us the next day and had buyer's remorse. And in the car business, you buy a car, you drive it away, deal's done. So I'm going to call him to just figure this thing out. You've been talking to everybody and their dad's called in. I figured I'd take a turn and work something out, man. I don't want you to feel like we're not taking care of you, but I also want to make sure that we're being treated fairly. I don't think you need to be in a bad spot. I don't think we need to be in a bad spot. Did you just like, oh crap, I shouldn't have bought an electric car?
The car is great. I love the car. There's nothing wrong with it except for the charging. It's a deal breaker for me, honestly. I don't
This is about to get really stupid real quick here, I can already tell.
have my own home. I live in an apartment, so there's no way to charge at my house. My parents don't want to put one because they don't have any electric vehicles, and then I don't want to stop every hour and a half and charge my car for 30 minutes when I could just fill it up in 10 and get triple the range.
That stuff was true before you owned a car. Those are all facts, whether you owned the car or not. So I'm just trying to understand how we got there after you bought it.
I've driven a gas car my whole life.
Did this guy's brain like not compute the fact that you're buying an electric car, dude? You're going to need to charge it, and if you're going to drive a long distance, there's going to be charging situations the same way you got to fill up. Oh my god, it's just getting stupid. Let's see the rest.
Highway gas cars get better mileage for the most part, and so I was under that same impression. It was the complete opposite for me,
Yeah, I've been driving an EV every day for the last 7 years. It does take longer to charge than it does to fill up with gas, no question about it. But I save so much money on gas, it's worth it to me.
I probably would get pretty used to it if I kept the car, but I just don't think I'm willing to make that conversion at this point in my life. I will admit I didn't fully understand what I was getting into.
I want to try and work something out specific that can work for you and for us.
I don't want to feel like I have to buy a car from you guys. I don't want to feel like obligated.
If you want to have this work out for you in some way, you do have to buy a car from us. I'm not just going to take the car back, dude, and say,
This guy's actually being real reasonable too. The fact that he's even entertaining it, because now the thing is he's going to take this car back. Now he's got a used car in the lot. Granted, it's got probably less than 1,000 miles on it. It's still a used car, and he's going to get rid of some other car. Now he's got to deal with all this shit with this guy. It's crazy.
and say, sorry, Andrew, you're 19, you made a mistake, wish you the best. You're going to ask me to lose thousands of dollars because you didn't do your homework? That's not fair to us. You need to take some responsibility here. You don't just get to return a car after driving it however many miles and days and changing your mind, getting cold feet. That's not how it works. That's not how the law works. That's not how business works. And that's not fair to us. We don't have to do anything. You bought that car on your own free will.
Yep, you're a big boy. Come on, man. And the thing is with any major purchase, and this is why I'm actually pretty frugal and I don't really spend my money on much. You guys see me in like the same clothes like all the time too. And the only expensive stuff I have been like gifts or things I've won. But anyway, I don't buy expensive stuff because the coolness factor, the novelty, it wears off after like a week tops, man. You can get a brand new Mercedes and then it's just another car after a week. You can get a Lamborghini. It's actually a problem to maintain those cars. You can have Louis Vuitton, shades and bags and all that fancy expensive stuff. It's all a waste of money. Trust me.
You're a big boy. Car's exactly what is advertised. I don't want you to be unhappy. That's not how we roll. So buying a car from us is the only way. Is there a car you found that you want?
There is one, but the only problem is I know that you guys are going to mark it up from what it costs, obviously. But
You're right, we will. I'm going to make a profit on a car that I'm selling you.
Of course they
Tell me a year, a make, and a model of a car you want, and I'm going to go look on the dealer auctions right now and see. So what is it you're interested in?
Yeah, he's gonna get him some used piece of junk.
Hyundai Sonata.
He's
I'm
asking
looking
for
at
a
one here
Hyundai.
that's a
Wow.
2021 black with 60,000 miles that we could get for that mid-20s that you'd be in good shape on. Let me do some work.
Hey, sounds good.
But honestly, this kid, he should definitely just keep the Tesla, because at this point he's gonna trade in a new Tesla for a Hyundai Sonata, but he's gonna pay the Tesla price for it. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. If you made it this far in the video, throw me a like and a subscribe. Let's see what's gonna happen next.
What is the highest monthly payment you have ever seen?
I had a customer come in and buy a new Navigator from me. It was $3,700 a month.
What is the highest monthly payment you've ever seen?
$2,100 a month. I think it was a Bronco Raptor.
What was
What
the
a deal.
highest monthly payment you've ever seen for a vehicle?
I sold someone a BMW M850i and they signed out at $1,875 a month.
Gosh.
What is the highest monthly
That's not even that bad. I know a 19-year-old kid that got a BMW and pays more than that for it.
payment that you've ever seen?
Probably it was about 1,600 and something thousand on an F450 Platinum.
What is the highest monthly payment that you have ever seen?
$1,300 on an Expedition.
What's the highest monthly payment that you've ever seen?
$1,400 a month for 72 months.
What is the highest monthly payment you've ever seen?
$2,600.
What is the
What's the highest monthly payment you've ever seen? Throw it in the chat and comments. Let's keep it going.
Okay, but what are y'all paying for your car payment? Because now you have me confused. Because $650 is a lot. It's a lot. I would rather not pay it. Don't love that. However, I do love my car. However, she's not a fancy sports car. I have a 2023, might be a 2022, I don't remember. Kia Sorento. Nice SUV. I loved her. I love her. Again, I love her. But it's not fancy by any means. I would consider it
Kia Sorento, that's a car only a mother could love.
a normal car for a mom, for a family. Also, that monthly payment includes like my warranty with Kia. So anytime my light comes on, anytime I need my oil changed, they got me, and that's nice. And also our credit is good. Before you say our credit's bad, that's why my payment is high. And before you say they must have got me on some crazy interest rate, I'm pretty sure we went back and forth with the dealer and USAA, and we went with the USAA, and I think we got like 2 or 3%. So none of that is a factor. We weren't bought into anything. We just got a brand new car, which I felt like was a good purchase, and I still do feel like is a good purchase and a good monthly investment, though it does make me sad. Simply because I'm a mother, I'm a homeschool mom especially, we're always doing things. Now I work, I need a reliable car. We're also traveling across the state line.
Yeah, you need a reliable car and that kind of thing. Look, dude, the thing is, like, $650 for a Kia Sorento or whatever sounds like a ton of money, and it actually is. It's not a good deal. In today's climate, that is actually an average deal. For myself, in 2019, I leased a Toyota Tacoma 4x4, not a high model, but I paid $330 a month for that lease. I plan to keep it for 3 years and upgrade to something else. Then obviously things happened in the world around 2020 and 21 and 22. Interest rates went out, up super high, and car prices were super high at that time. So I decided, all right, I'm going to just keep the truck and finance it. So basically, now my payment on that truck's like $550, and I've still got a few payments on it, which is like $550, which is definitely a better deal than she's got. But the average monthly payment for a car right now is like $700-800 a month. I want to know, like, if you guys have a new car, how much are you paying? The other thing too is these brand new cars. Like, I'd never get a brand new Toyota Tacoma. For example, mine's a V6 2019. The brand new ones are 4 cylinders, and they're just not as reliable as they used to be, which can apply to most cars. I could have gotten like, a Mercedes. I could have gotten a Maserati like some of these people get. But why? I get buyer's remorse too. I'm somebody that definitely gets buyer's remorse, and that's why I don't buy anything. I buy whatever I need, and I leave it at that. I don't have a lot of stuff. If I ever had to like move out of here and leave, I can take it in two bags, and I'd be gone. I don't have a lot of stuff. Unless it's nice stuff, okay? The stuff that I have is nice and quality. But tell me, what do you guys think? Have you ever had a story about buyer's remorse? You ever buy something that you regret getting? And if you have any advice for anyone in the comments, because a lot of people are in these comments and they read them, put it in there because I think they will listen, okay? Go ahead, if you haven't done it yet, throw me a like and a subscribe. We'll have more fun on the next one.